As only a true Minnesotan would say. Holy cripes, you guys. You know there was a patio down there the whole time? Hey. Hello everybody, Eric from Gearhead Daily, and as you can see, I have a bit of a leaf problem. And before you say anything, Eric, why don't you just get the leaf guard? Those things work really good. Well, I have it. It's right here. However, I have lots and lots of trees, as you can tell. Lots of pine needles, and this is becoming quite a chore to where I'm having to do this about once a week, and with the snow flying, I'm having a bit of trouble keeping up because of the weather, the water. It's having a bit of an issue. So I normally have to get up on a ladder and I have to blow this out, and I have about 200 linear feet of this stuff to blow off. So while this stuff does keep out a lot of the big stuff and allows the water to go through, I also get accumulation like this with lots of leaves and a lot of these pine needles. So I had to come up with a solution. And the solution is... My solution is this. Okay, it's just some regular PVC piping that I got from the local hardware store. And the biggest part is that it fits directly on the end of my leaf blower, like so, which gives me an extra, 6 feet or so of reach. Now, did a couple of these, I tested it, and I've tried the one with the U-turn and a couple with the other attachments, and I went a little bit further. But 1, 2, 3 seems to be the magic number to where I can still turn an angle and get a good angle of attack when just twist this any way I need to and turn it at any angle so that I can get some decent results. So let's take a look at what it looks like up on the roof, so I don't have to climb a ladder about 40 times every week. Now, there was a guy who made the vacuum one that kind of goes up onto your roof and sucks all the stuff out of there, but he didn't have any of those leaf guards or anything, so this one's just easy to blow it right out and not have to worry about it. And you can see I have a lot of leaves. A lot of leaves. A lot of leaves to clean up. So having a vacuum is great, and it might work for some folks, but having those leaf guards on there doesn't really help a whole lot as far as sucking them up. And tugging that thing around for a little while just really isn't in the cards. So having an extendo pole for my leaf blower, which I love my leaf blower, by the way, you can check out my review in my videos if you want to, and I have a link to it for my affiliate links if you're interested in checking it out. It's a very good cordless one, but I got more leaves to blow. So that right there would have taken me 2 ladder setups, climb up the ladder, potentially fall off, break my ass, who knows. But it took me about 15 seconds to get all the way across to there. Now, mind you, I've got a lot of this. Remember, about 200 feet or so. I got one over here. It's tough to get to, hard to get a ladder underneath. But if I stand under there, just fine, no problem. Extendo blower does the trick. Right here is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. There's not quite enough room to get a ladder in here safely. And they've got this egress window here that, is meant for, jump out if there's a fire. But how am I gonna reach all those leaves from way down here? Well, extendo pole. Ta-da! So, as you can probably see, I got more leaves to do. I got lots to do. You don't need to watch me do all this. I'll get it done. I'll probably get it done in about 1/10 of the time because I don't have to move a ladder every couple of feet, worry about getting it slippery or if I'm going to hurt myself. So proof of the concept is proven. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to finish up here and I'll meet you back in the shop. All right, so let's talk about some pros and cons of this. Pro, it's pretty cheap. Allows me to get up there pretty easily, not have to move the ladder 10 or 15 times. And I can finish the job in, I don't know, 15 minutes, where previously it took me, I don't know, between an hour, hour and a half, just kind of moving the ladder every so often, getting up there, making sure I didn't fall down. Some of the bad news: you have to plan where you're pointing the business end, because, as you saw, it kind of comes raining down on you, so you're gonna have to make sure you point it away from wherever it is you're going. So that's the other thing. The other thing is this is kind of heavy, and it may not be heavy kind of right off the bat, but when you're holding it at full extension, it has a tendency to kind of, weight on your shoulders quite a bit as you're kind of trying to steady it there. So there's room for improvement there. I'm sure if you got a thinner wall, PVC pipe or something, it might be a little bit lighter, but you may not want to go any thinner than this, just because the leaf blower is pretty quick and has a lot of power to it. So you might have seen it kind of jerk away from you at times, because it will blow you in the wrong direction if you're not careful. So the other thing that is a little bit of an odd deal is on the end of the leaf blower, there are these detents that you see here. And what they do is you can kind of telescope or make the kind of business end here a little bit longer. Well, part of the problem is when you got that white PVC on there, it grabs this end and wants to twist, and oftentimes we'll want to twist this thing off. So another kind of room for improvement. But overall, I think I spent maybe 20 bucks total, and it saves me over an hour of time getting up on the ladder and doing those sorts of things. So I got lots of leaves to cover, and anything that helps me get off a ladder, especially when it's wet and cold, the better. So anyway, that's it for me from Gearhead Daily. Hope you had a good time. And yeah, again, not the first one to make this, nor am I the first one to ever think of it, but hopefully you learned something and you can use it too. So anyway, at the very end of the video, I'd like to reward everybody who made it to the very end. So if you have questions or if you have comments, I always prioritize those first. And those who made it to the end get a secret keyword. That secret word is pipe. All right, so start your comment with pipe, and I will make sure to get to your comment right away. And if you notice, I try to get to everybody's comments as fast as possible. So anyway, that's it for me. I still have more leaves to go. I'll talk to you later.